Let's start again. Now we will see how we will practically implement this JSON Web Token into our application. To implement it, what we need a module. There are so many modules which are helpful to implement JWT. You plug them and you can get to main functionalities. Those functionalities are to generate JWTs, generate JSON Web Tokens, or validate JWTs. These are the two features that are provided with every library whatever you want to access. But npm library, the main pick is JSON Web Token, because it has been suggested by the JWT website itself that it is a standard library, you should use it. So we will use JSON Web Token library to implement JSON JWT into our application. What we need to do, first we have to install it. For that, npm install JSON Web Token globally, -g for globally. If you want to do it just for that project, you will remove this -g in from it. It has multiple methods, but main two methods are important. First is the sign method for signing and issuing a token. Whenever a user will provide the username and password, we will provide the token to him. To provide the token, what we need to call a function, that is sign function. Sign will generate a token which will be provided to the end user application. In the next step, when the user will request back with some other information, we will verify that information. So for that we need to implement verify method for verification and decoding token and making it available on the request property in Express. Let's see how it works. To implement a server-side application, now we are seeing it without any passport. We are just implementing tokens. We are not using passport. We will use it also, but at the moment in first example we will not use it. We need to create two files other than the app.js in our application at same level. Like we have created the application, we have created the app.js as our standard application. Now we will create two more files at the same level, at the level of app.js, config.js and middleware.js. In config.js, we just define the secret, which is the master password, which I told you in the last part of the lecture, that it is very much important. If it will be leaked, it will be your whole JSON Web Token can be decrypted. This secret will be read by JWT library while creating and validating token. In production, we need to store the secret in environment variable instead of files. For the first thing, we are we are writing our password into config.js file, but when we will deploy this application, we will change this password from here to our environment variable, just like path variable or some other way out environment variable. We will save that password there. Like for the encryption and decryption of our token, we are using a password bcs7 sp20, and we are exporting it. We will access this config file with the dot secret, config dot secret. We will get the password. Our middleware, we will write a middleware. This what this middleware will work, how this middleware will work, let's see. We are requiring the JSON Web Token library. We are requiring config.cs in which we have a password. We are defining a function check token. This is a middleware function, request, response, and next. First, what we did, we received the token, which is basically X access token with the header authorization. That's what I have explained to you, authorization colon bearer then the token. So we will do the reverse engineering here. We will find the authorization. If we find the authorization, then after that, if token dot starts with bearer, If it will start the bearer, we will remove that bearer. How we will remove? So we will be slicing that uh, basically string from 7 characters. So we have sliced, we have removed the bearer part. Now the token is our actual token, which will be verified. If token, if we get this token, then what we will do, jwt dot jwt is our basically JSON Web Token Library dot verify. We are calling a default function of verify, which will verify either this token is right or wrong. Token, we are providing the token. Config dot secret, this config in which we have provided our password, it will decrypt it using our password, and either we will get the error message, we can, it can be a token is invalid, or the token has been decoded. If the token is okay, it will call the next. If we cannot, if the token is not provided, else part is, we authorization token is not supplied. Okay, so we have created a middleware with the name check token, with which we are checking either the token has authorization, has a bearer. We are removing that bearer and then verifying the token. If the token is right, we are just calling the next. If the token is not right, we are providing the error message, authorization token is not supplied or the token is not valid. These are the two rainy day scenarios in this case. Now, in the middleware.js, we can write a function that acts as a middleware to get to check the token. I have explained all this to you. Capture header with the name access x token or authorization. If the header is in authorization, we will remove the bearer, and after removing the bearer, we will pass the token to JWT library and with the secret, and it will validate the token. If the token is validated, it will provide it will call the next. If the token is not validated, it will immediately return us the error here. So this is what we have done in our last middleware. Next, what we will do in our app.js, we have called the JSON Web Token library. We have called our config in which we have a password. We have required the middleware which we have written to verify the token, and then we have created a handler generator. If there is a request for a login, that means the user name and password has been provided by the user. Here, if I want to implement the passport, so here we will call the authentication. But in this case, we are not using passport, so we are just checking a basic authentication. If the username is equal to username and password is equal to password, and etc., then what we will do, we will generate a token. To generate a token, we will call a function sign, jwt.sign. We will provide the information with which we want to generate the token. We have provided the username, config secret, and expiry date. If we want to provide, it is like 24 hours, etc. So it will create a JWT token for us. This library, JSON Web Token, will create a JWT token. So we have a token in this, authorization successful, and we are sending back response.json. In response.json, we are sending a success true message, authorization is successful, and we are providing a token to the end user. Now end user will send the token whenever he will request for some other information. Else, incorrect username and password, if the username and password are not correct. And the last else part is the authorization failed. With the check, the token is please check the request. Now we have seen two methods. One is the sign method in which we are generating the token, and we have seen a verify method in which we are verifying the token. And we have not called that method yet. To call that method, app.post login request came, and we called handler.login. Now we are calling login method, this method, login method, in which we are verifying either username password and providing the token back. And the second thing is slash. If the user comes to a default uh, uh, admin route, we will check the token first. If the token is there, if the token is there, we will call the handler.index, this one, and we will show an index page or etc, whatever we want to see show. So whenever other request will come, we will provide this middleware to it, middleware.check token. Either the request contains the token or not. If the request contains the token, well, and it is verified token, then we will move on, else the error message will be returned from this point. So this is the way out with which we can implement token in our server side application without using a passport. Now, if we want to implement with the passport and Mongoose Local, what we need to do, we need to install a strategy that is called Passport JWT, Passport Strategy for Authentication User JWT, using JWT. No, we don't need any session information. Installing same npm install passport dash jwt. We have with this command we will install our jwt passport strategy, create and configure a new user passport strategy based on jwt authentication, extract incoming jwt from the incoming request, and we will see how it works. This is an example of user schema. In it, we have seen it. This is Mongoose Local. With Mongoose Local, we have provided few extra information other than username and password, and we have created a model using Mongoose Local. Then authentication strategy. In it, we have included passport JWT strategy and local strategy, both strategy. Local strategy, we will call the local authenticate, serialize, deserialize if you are using, but in this case, we don't need to call those method because we are not using sessions. Then exports.get token. Now this is the mechanism with which we can get token. Here what we are doing, jwt dot sign, jwt our strategy, our json web library dot sign, our information of the user, our config.secret key, whatever we want to provide, and the expiry date as an optional parameter for this. So we are signing jwt, we are creating jwt in this strategy. Now, for the verification of the token, verify user passport.authenticate JWT. We are calling JWT. If we see how we implemented JWT, we have implemented passport.use new JWT strategy. In it, we are providing the options. What are the options? JWT from extract. This is the same method which extract basically token, removing bearer and header information, and we are adding our secret key, which is basically into our config file, that is a secret key into our config file. We are setting these two options, we are providing these options, and providing these options, and the payload whatever the information that will be accompanied with it, and done is our callback function. User.find one, if user will be uh, with the payload, we will return done error false error. If error, so we will provide the error and the username as false. If else, if user exists, done error with null and user with user information, and in other case both the things will be wrong. Means, we are providing and no error with no user information. So this is the way out with which we can provide the authentication strategy to our passport JWT verification. Sign up policy. For sign up, we are checking the new username, verify, we will verify it with the database. If the username, then we will verify the password and other information, and we will create the user, and we will send, we will save the user and will send back the user information to the client. Sign in policy, first time it will be login through using local, passport local. After logging in, we will provide the token, authenticate.get token, and we will provide the token to the end user. and in the subsequent request the user will require to verify its token. Whenever it will request some information, it will be verified with dot verify token, and he can go ahead with it. That's all from passport. uh, Using passport, using JWT, using local passport, local mongoose. So these you can implement JWT without passport, without any authentication strategy, with the basic authentication mechanism, or with basic username password. You can implement JWT with passport simply, and you can implement JWT with mongoose local, passport local mongoose, and passport itself. So you have all the choices to implement this in application. That's all. Thank you.